What's going on, guys? Back on another video. Today we're working on the blue car, but I already started. I had to replace the trans. I'm really tired. I'm sorry, you guys. Last night was a long night. I was here until 1 in the morning. But last night I took the trans out. New clutch, new flywheel, new pilot bearing, all that. Lightweight flywheel. Put the trans back in. It's just hanging in there by 3 bolts right now, so we're going to bolt all that back up today. I just want to tell you guys some tips and tricks and basically just make a video because I don't have anything for the first part of the week. So a couple tricks that I've learned just from doing this so much is stuff like taking the coil pack out. That way you have a little bit more room to let the motor swing. That's a really helpful one I've always noticed. And then if we go underneath, I don't want to actually get under there yet. The PPF bolt. You only have to take out the front PPF bolt. You don't really actually have to take out any of them. Well, obviously you have to take 2 that connect to the trans. They have, or the 3 that connect to the trans. They have to come out. You only really have to take the one back one out. And of course, mine were godly tight, and I did it for some reason, I don't know how. So I snapped the bolt, and then the collar that goes on top, if you guys don't know, what you're supposed to do is loosen it all the way, take it out, thread it back in a couple threads, hit it with a hammer from the bottom to pop this top collar out right here. And as you can see, it's snapped in there. So that's fun, but that's what we can really do about it. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do about it. I have several PPF bolts because I'm a hoarder. So I've got all of them, but they don't have the sleeve. This one's snapped. I'm going to see if this one ends up fitting in, because if it does, I'm just going to put a nut on it, which I know is not the proper way. I don't want to talk about it, but I really don't have another choice in this matter. But it'll only be for the meantime until I can order the shackle or collar, whatever the hell you call it. So I am going to go under there. I'm going to see if this bolt still fits and has enough room for me to get a nut on top and a washer. So yeah, we're going to do that and see what's up. What's going on, guys? I'm back. So I got the trans in, got the car all together, and the trans was shot. So nothing I can really do about it. Thankfully, the guy that sold me the trans, he's a close buddy. He's gonna hook me up with a new one. I don't know how I didn't notice this when I was putting it. Sorry, guys, I suck at using this camera still. You guys can even hear the input play. You can just believe me. It's not good. So I'm gonna go pick up another trans. Thankfully, I got that out within 30 minutes. Getting pretty good at taking them in and out, which is awesome. So I'm gonna go buy a trans off him. Thankfully, it's not too far and he's hooking me up. So I'm gonna run over there, probably get something to eat. Pretty hungry, I haven't eaten anything today. Get the trans in, hopefully be done today. I'm not 100% sure though. So yeah, I'm gonna go run that, get that trans. I'll probably take you guys with me in case I see something cool. See you guys. Okay guys, I'm back from getting the transmission. And now my graveyard of transmissions got one here, one here, one here, one there, and only that one works, so I don't really know what to do with the rest. I might make them into tables or chairs or something, honestly, because they're all garbage. Well, the one back there, hopefully is good. That's going to be for the cart, right there. But it's not shifting right now, and I don't want that one in my nice car, to be honest with you guys. It's got 250-ish thousand on it. I don't know. So I got this from the buddy that sold me this trans. He didn't know it was bad, obviously. He's a good guy. So I'm going to throw this one in. I'm going to clean it up a little bit, and I went and had to buy more fluid because I'm not going to reuse the fluid that was from that one because I'm imagining it now has metal in it. So I couldn't get the red line that I wanted and that I usually run, the MT90. So I just got this Lucas stuff. I don't know. Run it for a week or two. If it starts to, not do what I want it to do, I'll just buy red line from Flying Miata. I originally only put just MT90 in the trans I already put in the car, and I usually run one MT90, one lightweight shockproof, and then top it off with MT90. But the place I went to didn't have lightweight shockproof at the time, so I just got 3 things at MT90. It's kind of hard to find lightweight shockproof around here because this is more of a muscle car area in Jersey instead of these kind of cars. Didn't know that rattled. So we're gonna clean the trans, get it back in the car, and I'll be back with you guys. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long. It's already 6:30-ish. I don't want to be here all night. I was here until 1 in the morning last night putting the old trans in. And obviously we know how that went. So, clean the trans, Put it on my motorcycle jack, which is what I use. It's just right there, I use that. Put it on there. It works honestly pretty well, so I can't complain. So we'll put the trans on that, roll it under, and hopefully get it all bolted up. But first we gotta unmask it. Kind of looks like a body right now. And we're gonna clean it. And let's throw it in. Well guys, I was unsure if it was even gonna happen, but the car is done. It's on the ground. Everything's in. I went to the guy that sold me trans, got a new trans. I think I showed you guys all that. Put it in, it was relatively easy. It's not real fun though. Put all the shifter together. I am gonna rebuild the shifter because it's trash, but it shifts great. The lightweight flywheel is absolutely insane for downshifting and just, you know, basic drivability. So I'm gonna pick you guys back up tomorrow. It's a little late out. I wanna get home, get an actual night's sleep instead of 1 in the morning that I did last night. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, it's the next day from the video that you guys just saw. Okay, I wanted to make sure I was recording audio so I didn't mess everything up. So it's the next day from the last time I picked you guys up. The car is done. I drove it all day yesterday, a little bit today. Put about 150-ish miles on it. Clutch is great, flywheel is great, new trans is great. I do smell a little bit of fluid, so I will check that out. But there's a couple things I noticed when I pulled the trans. Looks like the valve cover and the CAS O-ring, the cam angle sensor, if you don't know, was leaking and it's causing oil leakage, which I obviously don't want. I wasn't able to find a CAS O-ring today, right there, because AutoZone doesn't actually sell them, so I've got to order that from Rock Auto or Mazda or something of the sort. But I did get a valve cover. I got a valve cover, just Fel-Pro, you know. I've never actually really had an issue with AutoZone gaskets. So I got some of that. And then this car's always had a little tapping issue. So I also picked up some Lucas oil stabilizer or whatever, just to pour on top of the cams and the lifters while I'm putting this in. So if you guys have never done a valve cover before, it's real basic. It's probably one of the easiest, not modifications, but you know, just maintenance items you could do to your Miata. All you gotta do is pop the 4 spark plugs, and then there's gonna be 10 bolts, I thought it was 10, that hold the valve cover on, and I'm gonna obviously remove my strap bar because it's in the way. So I'm gonna pull the valve cover off for you guys, and I'll show you guys what we have underneath. I don't know how I didn't notice this valve cover gasket going bad, but there's oil coming out of the spark tubes. There's oil coming out of the spark tubes and out of each hole. So that's terrible. We're gonna take this off now so we can pull the valve cover off. If you don't have this and you have like the little tube, either take the hose off here or unbolt the 2 bolts here and unbolt it there. Unhook the hose there and it'll come off like that. So I'm gonna pull that valve cover off for you guys and show you what's underneath. So I just took a second to look under here. Everything looks pretty good. There's some old RTV and stuff right here. I'm actually gonna put a little dab of RTV right there and right there in this corner, just in case if that's where it's leaking instead of the CAS O-ring. Still gonna replace the CAS O-ring, but just to make sure. See what we have for RTV. Got some regular black RTV here. You should definitely use red, but this is oil resistant, so you can put a little dab there. Nothing crazy. And then I'm just gonna pull off the old valve cover gasket, slap on the new one. I'll show you guys how to do that. Okay guys, I put the valve cover on, but I'm gonna show you guys. So it's gonna come like off like that. You're just gonna wanna poke it into itself. It can really only go one way. Make sure all the holes are good, you know. But it's easy. You're just gonna put the valve cover gasket on. Now we're just gonna slap it right back on the car. Make sure the gasket doesn't come off while you're putting it on the car, obviously, but besides that, guys, this is super straightforward and easy. So all I do is this, just put it on, hold it like that, and just make sure it's tight by hand. That's all you need to do. I did that to all of them. I snugged them down with my electric ratchet, but nothing crazy. I also gave the valve cover a quick wipe down. I'm gonna wipe down all the spark plug tubes now, make them look a little bit better than they already do. I'm gonna throw them back on. I'm gonna order a CAS O-ring, hopefully tonight. Hopefully that will be here so I can make that maybe the video for the weekend. So I'm gonna clean up the spark tubes, put that back in, put the whole car back together. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I know it wasn't real long. It was just me kind of doing like the transmissions and everything. Everything feels great. The second transmission I got feels amazing. The first one, of course, was blown up, as you guys can hear right now. I'll put a video. So yeah, it was blown. What are you gonna do? But the guy basically gave me another trans because he felt so bad. He didn't want to do that to me. He's a good guy. I'm still gonna buy parts off him. So now I've got a transmission graveyard. I've got 3 transmissions. 2 of them are shot. 1 came out of this car, so it's actually kind of okay. It could be rebuilt. The other one, the input shaft is literally so bad it whines. And the other one, I actually had my dad put together for me, and it's not shifting. So it's something we could fix, I bet, but that one's gonna be for the cart. And that's gonna be probably next week. I'm thinking, unless something breaks on this, hopefully not. I've got a lot of parts here for the cart. Got a Gates water pump, Gates timing belt, Exetti clutch stuff. And then I had a clutch for it. There's a flatway I might use. That came out of the blue car. I don't know if I'm gonna use that one because it did kind of chatter a little, so probably not. But I have a clutch here. It's not in the greatest shape, but this is just, I can't get it apart, but it's for the cart. You know, the cart isn't gonna be, you know, the craziest thing. I'm totally willing to take it apart every season. I'm gonna rebuild the motor on with every season probably, because it is gonna be my dedicated track car, probably drift as well. So yeah, we're gonna probably work on that next week. Thankfully it's getting warmer, it's getting easier to work on cars, I'm getting more time because school is starting to lighten up a little. And I'm going on spring break, so if I'm not working a lot this week, I will be working on the cart. I would love to get the engine in. I have everything. I have everything but a valve cover gasket, I think, which I could just get at AutoZone. Oh, I don't have a rear main seal. Can also get that at AutoZone. I don't know if it needs one. I'm probably just gonna do it anyways, because why not? I don't want to have oil leaking on a cart. It just seems dumb. But besides that, we throw the engine in. I'm looking at it right now. And it will run. It just needs, I need to build a front end for the radiator, obviously. And then we're gonna wait a little while for the cage. You know, it's $1,100 for a cage. I don't want to just throw that out willy-nilly. So we will be waiting a little while for the cage. But we will get the motor together, hopefully get it in there in the next week or 2 or maybe 3. It's getting nicer out, so yeah. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys want to see more. Leave in the comments what you guys want to see with this car. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys have a great day. I should see you guys Saturday or Sunday, I hope. Have a great day, guys. Sorry guys, video after the video, I forgot to mention the Lucas stuff. I think I might have said I was going to pour it in. I was going to pour it like directly on the lifters because I'm having a little bit of a lifter tick issue, but I'm not going to do that because I already put the valve cover on. So I'm just going to pour this in. You guys can add this to your Miata if it has any lifter tick or anything like that. It's getting a little warmer out, so I'm starting to get a little bit of lifter tick. I'm just going to throw this stuff in, why not? And honestly, it basically gets rid of it completely. I suggest doing this right after an oil change or as you do an oil change. Don't add this as oil, add it after the fact. So for Miatas, they take about 4.3 quarts, I want to say. So you're going to use a whole jug of this. For Miata 1618, put the whole thing in. It's going to help with all your lifter tick, any other issues you have like that. So I'm going to throw that in. Once again, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great weekend, guys.